So you want to be a dungeon master?
So, you want to be a dungeon master.
So you want to be a DM?
Name some feats, okay? Feats.
So you want to be a DM?
That's great. We're here to help. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Justin. This week, we're going to be covering the 2024 Ranger, the class that easily got the most shit out of 2014, despite it often. It got shit on all the time for 2014, despite it usually, and this is a hot take, being the DM or the player's fault. It's gotten a glow up? Is it a glow up? We're going to investigate. As always, these are our opinions, but we're going to take a look at what's changed, what stayed the same, and if any of it is good or necessary. I've heard a lot of it has to do with Hunter's Mark, so let's jump right in. But first, Taylor, this episode comes out beyond November 1st. So we have just finished our month of spooky streams.
Yes.
Playing Resident Evil 7 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
But we have an exciting video game related project coming up. Would you like to discuss that at all?
Yeah. So you want to be a DM is going to be branching out, baby. We're trying to take over another sphere. Trying to get a little more activity going on the Twitch channel. And so we are going to be launching on, you've already see us every Thursday night for all of our regular D&D related content, but on Tuesdays, 7 p.m., same time, same channel. We're going to be doing some games, actual video games. I will be taking the controller, my trusty razor in my hand, and we will be doing starting off with another Crab's Treasure, which is a really fun game. It's kind of like Dark Souls, but not gloomy and depressing. Well, it is gloomy and depressing, but it's a totally different way, and it's actually bright and colorful, and that's the big difference. It's not all washed out and gross looking.
It should be a good time. Yeah, we're gonna be playing all different kinds of video games.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time Taylor will be behind the wheel, but maybe sometimes I'll get in there. Sometimes maybe I'll get in there and I'll show my stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be exciting. So definitely check us out on the Twitch.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna focus mainly on like story-based games for the most part. It's not gonna be the hellhole that is Call of Duty or any of those other kind of super toxic games.
I usually play with the voice off on those.
Those
kind of games because I do like those games. Like I like first-person shooter games.
Mm-hmm.
I like team deathmatch and stuff. I do have fun playing those games, but I recognize, I don't talk to people on those games. The same can be true about Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, any of them.
Any of those ones. But we're going to focus mainly on the kind of story-based stuff and how to kind of apply the storytelling that is in video games into your DMing experience. We're going to try to merge the two of video games and D&D, and I think it's totally possible. I've been doing it for literally as long as I've been DM, and it's fun.
Well, people who follow the Patreon, Taylor, thank you for bringing up the Patreon. What a segue. Speaking of the Patreon, we actually, speaking of video games as well, tying these both together, it flawlessly. We just dropped a cool new homebrew magic item called the Wand of Sonic. That's right. Based off of your favorite video game, Hedgehog. The Wand of Sonic allows you to spend the charges, become a blue ball of energy, catapult yourself forward and try and hit the enemy. And if you miss, well, bing, 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 bunch of coins fall out of your pocket. And so, a lot of fun. Check out the Patreon. All kinds of homebrew magic items for D
Mhm.
and D, subclasses at the higher tiers, as well as other stuffs like the bonus action. If you like the podcast, you're gonna love the bonus action. $2 a
Mhm.
month, gang. You can't beat it. And then there's the action surge. We put on a lot of actual plays. We have a lot of
Mhm.
actual plays in production or post production right now. There are multiple finales that have been scheduled for pre recording. So next year is going to be an absolute feast of content. So become a member. It helps us out a ton, supports
Mhm.
us to continue to do this and like pay for all of the little subscription things that we need to create content in the first place. So it helps us a lot. So check out the Patreon today.
Mhm.
Link in the description.
Mhm.
Back to the episode.
Let's do it. So
So,
Rangers.
Rangers, Rangers. Before we get into it, Taylor, two questions. Have you played a Ranger? And what was your thoughts on the 2014 Ranger?
Have not really played Ranger before. I'm gonna say have not really, like there's some weird alternate. No, I've never played a Ranger. Um,
Never know.
it, but
Never know.
the reason why though I feel is because out of all of the other subclasses and classes and stuff like that, it is was to me the kind of most lackluster as
Mm-hmm.
far as actual mechanics go.
Mm.
And there's a realm where, it does fall on the player to make sure that they are having fun. And for me, that's always been, okay, well, I'm going to pick something else other than Ranger to have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really funny. I get what you're saying. I think that the Ranger, compared to other classes, has always felt like it's lacking.
Hmm.
But I do think that like I've seen it happen. I mean, we play in a home game with
I
somebody
know.
who
No,
plays
I
a
know.
ranger, and it's such a
Absolutely.
badass character.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
insane. So it's possible. But
Hmm.
yeah, I get it though. I think it requires a level of collaboration and stuff. Not to mention
Hmm.
the ranger in our home game. Not like obviously I'm known for giving away too many magic items, so like that helps a ton. But
Right.
also she's using a lot of the Tasha's optional rules.
Right.
And we're kind of bouncing back and forth between the different leveling of the
Hmm.
base class.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the Horizon Walker is it's a good subclass. It's a lot of
Right.
fun. Gives you this
Right.
ability to teleport all over the place, sends different portals to extra planar places, be able to teleport at higher levels. So it's been a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
there are some big changes for 2024 Rangers. It is, in my opinion, heavy handed changes that are just, it's again one of those things of like, if this is all you knew, okay. But that would make me sad for Rangers because the reliance on the Hunter's Mark spell that we're about to see
Hmm.
is rampant.
Right.
It's rampant, Taylor.
No, so I get that, but they also give it to you for free, which is a couple of times.
They better give it to me for free,
Yeah.
those sons of bitches. I
Yeah.
fucking have to use it in order to use half of my things. Like,
Yeah. All right.
so,
Well,
and we'll get into it.
let's get into it.
I
Okay.
feel
Yeah. Yeah.
strongly
So,
about
all
this,
right. Well,
but
let's start with just base proficiencies here. Just what you're starting out with. A lot of it's pretty much the same. Um, D10 hit die, strength and dex for your saves. You get three skills from animal handling, athletics, insight, investigation, nature, perception, stealth, and survival. That's all the same. Martial and simple weapons, and then light, medium, and shields on the armor. So pretty
yeah,
much the exact same as far as base class stuff.
pretty much the exact same stuff. Um, the biggest difference, I think, is that at first level, you're getting spell casting. So you don't have to wait until
Mm-hmm.
second level. You immediately get it at level one. That's nice. Um, you can change one of your prepared spells every long rest with another ranger spell. I
Okay.
think that's a good improvement. I
Yeah.
like that. Wisdom's your spellcasting modifier. We're familiar.
It's
That
the
makes
same.
sense.
Yep.
Um, favored enemy. So now we're getting into some changes. Here's where Hunter's
Right.
Mark
Right.
rears its head.
Okay.
You always have Hunter's Mark prepared. You can cast it twice without using spell slots, and you regain uses after a long rest.
Okay.
So you get two without spell slots, and then you can start using spell slots because you always have it prepared. So when it comes
Right.
to how many prepared spells you're allowed to, start
It
thinking
doesn't
about,
count and all that
it
stuff.
doesn't
Yeah.
count. So that is nice. Like I said,
It's
they
literally
better.
free. Yeah. It's
They
literally
better.
free.
Yeah. Because if they didn't, we would riot in the streets. It would be Wizards of the Roast again with your fucking dumbasses doing some crazy shit like this. Anyway, so you get to cast it more often as you level up, more free castings. At level 5, 3, all the way up to level 17, you eventually get 6.
Okay.
So it'll level up with you. That's, again, they better, because
Right.
Hunter's Mark 2024 is exactly the same as 2014 Hunter's Mark, with one tiny improvement. The extra damage is force damage instead of just extra piercing or whatever weapon you're using. So in 2014, if you're using a bow, the arrow would do piercing damage. Hunter's Mark would be a D6 extra piercing damage.
Okay.
Now it's force, the extra damage. So it's like a tiny improvement because force is less likely to be resistant. So like, of course that's good, but barely. Level 1, you're also getting 2 weapon masteries.
I like that.
Obviously good. Weapon masteries are an incredible part of 2024. We mostly agree on that. I think that there's very few exceptions. I think with power gamers, it could get crazy fast with weapon masteries, but overall, I like them. That's like extreme scenarios where it's like, of course, it opens the door
And
for
is it the
shenanigans, but I like it.
Is it the same kind of deal as like the fighter where you can change your masteries on a long rest? Or is it just you have 2 and those are your 2 until you die?
You can change which weapon it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all at level 1. Level 2 is where you're going to get your fighting style. So you get to look at all of the different fighting styles, which are in the same chapter as feats in the player's handbook in 2024. They'll be separated, you'll know. Or there's a specific one. We just went over this with the paladin, where the paladin got this from the cleric. But the druid, or excuse me, the ranger also gets an extra type of fighting style that they can choose as one of their fighting styles. And it's the druidic warrior, where you get to learn 2 druid cantrips.
That's pretty dope.
It's pretty sick. Rangers don't get cantrips. So it's very, very nice to be able to cast Thorn Whip.
Yeah.
If it's just nice. It's nice to be able to do those things. Add a little bit of magic in your everyday life without having to burn slots.
Yeah.
Unless it's Hunter's Mark, because they give you a bunch of free slots, and they better. And Taylor, they better. The other thing that you're going to get is Deft Explorer.
Okay.
So this is kind of making up. There's like other abilities that we get along the way that kind of make up for the loss of favorite terrain and favorite enemy, and even like they're reworkings of what Tasha did.
Right.
So they kind of added a lot of the Tasha stuff.
I'm okay with, because like the favored terrain and favored enemy kind of pigeonholed you as a character. Okay, well, if we're not in my favorite terrain or we're not chasing my favorite type of enemy, this is not getting used. And depending on, again, we've talked about this ad nauseum when it comes to rangers and favored stuff, but it is kind of not a huge fan. So I'm glad that they changed it a little bit.
For sure. I definitely agree that it can feel really like limiting when you have to choose these really specific monster types. But I don't know. It really does vary, because some monster types just come up way more than others. And so it's like, well, you chose oozes. Like, that's really specific. Like, no wonder they didn't come up.
Right,
You know,
right,
like that's kind of a failure on both of our parts. I should have said something as the DM, but I let you choose oozes.
right.
I don't know. Or like when people choose like you're allowed to choose two species of humanoid, and
Hmm.
it's like if people are being that specific, where they're like hobgoblins and imps, I hate them. And you're like, okay, that's specific. Let's talk about this. Actually, why are you feeling this way? I don't love this look on you. Um, Friends talk to friends, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I agree. I think it is overall an improvement. I think it kind of like the changes kind of still feel like it is doing what
Hmm.
it wanted you to do. So I'm kind of
Right,
okay with it. It kind of still feels like a ranger to me, these
right.
changes. Like I don't have an issue with Deft Explorer. So what you get, for the record, is you
My
get
bad.
first of all expertise in one of the
Mhm.
skills that you're proficient in. That's nice. I don't believe that you got expertise back in the old ranger.
No, I don't think
Um,
so.
so
I
that
do
is
like
nice.
that's always nice.
Yeah, I'm down for that. And then you also get two languages, two extra
Okay.
languages. So this would kind of make sense because this is where you would kind of put that backstory. Why are you
Mhm.
choosing these two languages? The same thing that you would say, why are you choosing dragons
Right.
as your favorite foe?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. So that's nice. And then here to level 5 is pretty quick. Level 3, Ranger subclass. Level 4, ASI or feat. Level 5, extra attack. So now when
Mhm.
you take the attack action, you get 2.
Pretty much all
Beautiful.
standard stuff. Yeah.
Standard
Um,
martial. Yeah.
standard martial
Or half
level
caster in
structure.
this
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Going on to level 6, you get roving, which increases your speed by 10 feet when you're not wearing heavy armor, which is nice. I always love me some more speed. And you also get a climb speed and a swim speed equal to your walk speed, which is big and can be big, depending on
It
where
can
you're
be big.
fighting, where you're fighting, what you got going on. I know if I had this character at my table, I would be throwing more those kinds of things on the field. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean
uh,
it's one of those things when you have a if one of the characters out of the party can swim, but the others
mhm.
can't, how much are you going to throw in?
True.
Of course you'll
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
in
yeah.
maybe more than you would if zero of the characters could swim. But
Right.
also, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like um, extra movement always good,
Hmm.
just across the board because it comes
Hmm.
up. Especially climbing speed is sick.
Yeah.
I think people underestimate how important a climbing speed is because DMs often hand wave elevation to a
Hmm.
certain degree,
Hmm.
or they get too much about it where it's like every fucking table you have to jump over is a Brennan. Not every
Brandon.
table needs to be an acrobatic or athletics
Yeah.
check, man. Sometimes it's like, yeah, you're an athlete. You just crush it on the blood. Never mind. So that's level 6. Fun.
Mhm. Fun. Yep.
Definitely some changes between 2024. I mean,
Mhm.
2024, the way it worked was at level, what is this? It's
2014.
Deft Explorer for 2014. Yeah, thank
Mhm.
you. Um, was the optional Tasha's
Right.
change from like Natural Explorer. But
Mm-hmm.
Natural Explorer was pretty interesting when it came up. I understand that because it was tied into favorite terrain. So it was one of those
Right.
things where it was like,
Right.
this is where you pick your favorite terrain and your Arctic
Hmm.
coast, desert, whatever. Which 2024, even in the monster manual, they've kind of gone away from that slightly. It's a little more broader when it comes to types of
Hmm.
land.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, this is where they got the difficult terrain doesn't slow your entire group's travel
Right.
or your group can't become lost by except by magical means. When you're engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. You can move stealthy at a normal pace. Like there's so
Yeah.
much that is really dope. But
Yeah.
I understand that, like, of course, when it didn't come up, it sucks. But the barbarian's rage doesn't come up every time.
Right.
So there's a part of me that's like, I think the Ranger unjustifiably gets more shit than it deserves. It deserves shit, but so does every other class. Like there's the Barbarian is very combat forward. They don't get shit out of combat. That
Right.
sucks. But I
Right.
don't hate the Barbarian because of it. I feel bad for the Barbarian, and I want people to feel some sympathy towards the 2014 Ranger. It's not their fault that the people controlling them are like, I choose oozes and I choose the Fey Summer Court. We're not there. Well, I'm choosing it anyway. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
no wonder you had a bummer of a time. Not that it was perfect. I'm not saying it was perfect, but so we got roving at level 6,
Hmm.
level 7, subclass feature again, level 8, ASI or feat, level 9, expertise.
Bang.
So now you get more expertise, which
I
is
love that.
incredible. So it's two
Yeah.
more skills that you're proficient in, double down. Now you're an expert in them, which is 3 at this point. So that's pretty
Nice.
solid. Um,
Yeah. I like
level
that they're
10.
making the Ranger into more of a all all around type of class in
Mm-hmm.
2024, where they're giving you more expertise. They're giving you things that made other classes really good and why people chose those classes. Like you choose Rogue and Bard for the expertise a lot of the time,
Yeah.
So this
Yeah, for
adds
sure.
them into the list of possible dex-based
I
builds.
do love this. Yeah, I love giving the expertise throughout the leveling here because
Hmm.
it represents a ranger well.
Right.
You
Yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah.
like not
They
only
should be
I
good
agree
at
that
survival checks. They should
it
be
makes it
really
more
good at
desirable. Exactly. It
stealth
should be
checks.
good at animal handling
Yeah.
if the player wants it to be good at
Hmm.
animal handling. You should be
Right.
good at stealth if that's your thing or survival or whatever, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Not to mention expertise can really overcome shitty stats.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Cuz like
yeah.
what if you want to be really good at nature? Well, unless your DM makes it a wisdom check, this class doesn't get the little thing that like clerics and druids got where you, depending on your
Right.
subtype or whatever,
Hmm.
you could make it a wisdom or an intelligence check or
Right.
whatever. But yeah. So I like the expertise a lot. I agree.
Mhm.
Level 10, we get tireless.
Also pretty cool.
Also pretty good. So what's going to happen here is you get two things essentially.
Hmm.
The first is you get temporary hit points, and that works like this. You take a magic action, give yourself temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Hmm.
You can do this a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, recharging them after a long rest. The next little thing that Tireless includes is a way to decrease exhaustion, or another way.
Right.
And normally it's you take a long rest, your exhaustion level goes down by 1.
Hmm.
Now you can do it with a short rest.
Interesting.
So every time you take a short rest, your exhaustion level goes down by 1. Now, the exhaustion thing is cool, handy when it comes up.
Hmm.
Depends on how much the DM uses that ability, but that's true for a lot of things. Um, the
Hmm.
temp HP, I feel like,
Could use some work.
unless I'm out of combat,
Yeah.
when am I doing this?
Right.
I don't get to help my
It's
friends
a
with it,
whole
only
action.
myself.
Yeah.
Whole action. And it's, let's be so honest,
At
not that
level
much.
10, not a lot.
Not that much. It's a cure wounds.
Hmm.
They're giving you an ability to cast cure wounds on yourself with temp HP, not even fucking real HP. Every fucking class in this game in 2024 has a way to give temp HP.
Right.
It's one of my biggest gripes about this change
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
systems is literally just the like either make HP stack, like temp HP stack, or
Hmm.
give it or more ways to stack. It's so
Right.
rarely stacks.
Right, right, right.
Um, and yet every single ability now does temp HP. So you're getting temp HP from a trillion sources, and it's only whatever it. I don't know. It drives me
Right.
nuts. Um,
Yeah. I really don't like the fact that temp HP can't be stacked. You know,
I
because
agree.
it kind of sucks.
I
Although that
agree.
it would lead to a lot of things breaking if they did.
Oh, no doubt. It's just like you're getting temp HP from so many sources that like monsters need to be doing a ton of damage.
Right.
They need to be doing damage consistently and in pretty big quantities to overcome temp HP.
Hmm.
Because I've been the DM where you're halfway through a combat and a player goes, "Oh, well, we're finally getting into my real health," and you're like, "Motherfucker, this temp HP." So, yeah. Anyway, level 11.
Level 11 subclass features. Level 12 ASI or feat. Level 13 you get relentless hunter, and that now makes it so your concentration won't break with hunter's mark. So that's again, they've made hunter's mark a pretty big thing, although relatively a big thing with the ranger here. And now you can't break concentration on it, which means that you can Hunter's Mark, as a bonus action, you can change your target after your current target drops to 0. So
Mhm.
you can move it around a bit and you don't have to worry about getting concentration broken or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um,
It's only ending if you want to end it or if
right,
you decide
exactly.
to, yeah, which is usually going to be like you're casting another concentration spell,
Hmm.
which is like the ranger spell list doesn't go that deep.
Hmm.
It's a mix of druid and like other ranger specific spells like lightning arrow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's not like the deepest spell list. It's kind of similar to the paladin in that way. But to me, it's just like the biggest thing about this is Hunter's Mark is concentration. It's not going to break, but that means that like it's almost, here's what I don't like. It feels like, this is truly just an opinion. It feels like the authors of this class were like, you should use Hunter's Mark always.
Right.
And if you're not, that's why you're not a powerful ranger. Like, because you're not using the class the way that it was meant to be used.
Hmm.
Because, like, imagine if you're the person who's like, I never use Hunter's Mark. And then you're like, hey, we all leveled up to 13. What did you get? Something I'll never use.
Right.
You know, and then it's like,
Yeah,
well, I
yeah,
guess I
yeah.
now have to use Hunter's Mark because now I have this cool ability that I can't break. Because it is a cool ability,
Hmm.
but if you're not using Hunter's Mark, not a cool ability. So that's my only gripe. But
Right.
um, but it's cool that you're not dropping concentration. That's sick. Of course, that's good. Because you want to be able to consistently do that extra damage. Now that damage is happening every attack. You get to do that as long as you're hitting the target that's Hunter's marked.
Right.
Which is another thing I don't love is that you're also like you can only focus fire. You can't like spread your damage and like try different things. It's like no, you
Right.
should. Not that you can't. It's just like I don't know.
Hmm.
Um, so it's just like something I think about all the time. I'm like, I don't love Hunter's Mark. Plus, it's a D6.
Yeah. It's
It's
not
not that much
crazy.
damage. So
Yeah.
it's like, what are we doing even? Um, eh, yeah, a D6. Anyway, um, so that was level 13, right? Yes. Level 14,
Mhm.
Nature's Veil. As a bonus action, you become invisible because in 2024, invisible is now like a condition, kind of. So
Right.
you get the invisible condition. So
Hmm.
it operates similar to the spell. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you make an attack, it ends. It
Hmm.
doesn't say that you're casting the spell, obviously. So this isn't something that can be counterspelled. But bonus
Right.
action, you're becoming invisible until the end of your next turn. And you can do it a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, recharging on a long rest.
Okay.
This is great. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good. It used to be in 2014, you got Vanish starting at 14th level. You can use the hide action as a bonus action.
Hmm.
And you can't be tracked by non magical means unless you choose to leave a trail, which is
Interesting.
cool, but that's
Yeah.
just really for your character. And that's kind of RP that depends on the DM a lot.
Hmm.
But Yeah, I mean the hide action was good. 14th level is like kind of crazy, but to just
Yeah.
get the hide action as
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bonus
yeah, yeah.
action, but it was fine. But now you get to turn invisible, which is really sick. I like that a lot.
Hmm.
I like that a lot. Yeah,
Yeah, invisibility is cool. And that's a
very
lot
good.
of times too. I mean, if you're going kind of a more spellcaster style ranger, that's equal to your wisdom modifiers a decent amount of times. Even to being able to do that 3 times in a fight is crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
But moving on to level 15, subclass feat, 16, ASI or feat,
Mhm.
17, precise hunter. Now you get advantage on attack rolls on creatures that you have hunters marked. That needs to be way earlier in the list. That needs to be way lower level. Uh,
Really?
I think so.
I don't
I
think
think so.
so.
To make hunters mark viable, yeah, I would at least put it at level 10.
Oh, I see what you mean. To make Hunter's Mark more viable. Yeah.
Yeah,
But then I see, I hate this whole thing because now it's like, now you have to use Hunter's Mark and you have to hit the only one
right.
because if not, you're not taking advantage. Not that, again, you don't literally have to, but
Hmm.
it's like now they're being like, bro, why would you not hit the one you have advantage on? And you're
Right.
doing extra damage, better for crits. You're going to double that hunter's mark, that big D6 dog, 2D6. Whoa. I just can't. I just hate
You
this. I hate that they're doing this to me. But I agree, maybe a little bit earlier. I don't think 10.
don't think 10? No.
No way, dude. Not if you can't break. I mean, because then level 13, you can't break concentration. You can cast it a bunch of times for free. There's no chance I'm letting you also have advantage at level 10 and all this others.
Mm,
There's no way.
mm,
Um, because a ranger's also like, because rangers are similar to fighters in the way that in my head, they're not necessarily, unless they have insane magic weapons, they're not necessarily doing the most damage
right.
per attack, but they hit so consistently.
Yeah,
Um, and
that's
so
fair.
because of that, I don't even know if they need advantage often.
Right.
Like,
That's
especially at level
I
4,
gotcha.
it's 17 is kind of crazy. 17, it's like you really don't. What are you adding at
Right.
that point? You're adding like a plus 15 to your hits, especially if you chose the archery style and you're an
Right.
archer.
Right.
You're never missing. Like at level 10, I sometimes can get up to like a plus 11 to hit, where
Right.
it's like, what are we even doing? I don't need advantage. I don't know. But
Fair enough.
I'm fine with it being a little bit earlier,
Mhm.
but not level 10. I disagree. Level 18, feral senses. Blind
Nice.
sight, 30 feet.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's good, right?
Blind sight's always fun.
I like that.
I mean,
That's fun. You kind of got something like that in 2014. It was a little different. Creatures that you couldn't see, they don't get advantage, or it
okay.
doesn't impose disadvantage on your attack rolls, even though you can't see it. They might as well just come out and said you have blind sense because it was
Right.
kind of the
Right.
same without explicitly saying that. I don't know.
Hmm.
Level 19, epic. Boom. Don't worry, Taylor. I'll leave level 20 to you. I know it's so cool. Level 19, epic boons. Boon of dimensional travel is the one that they recommend. As usual, you can pick whatever epic boon you want. They're located by the feats.
Hmm.
Um, right by the feats, you can find the boons. Boons and feats. Boons and
Boons and
feats.
feats
Boons
and
and
feats.
feats. Yes, we both did it. Okay. Boon of dimensional travel, you get to increase one of your stats by 1 to a maximum of 30. And then immediately after you take the attack action or the magic action, you can teleport up to 30 feet away to a spot you can see.
Hell yeah.
So one free
Whoa.
teleport
Is that per
every
long
turn.
rest? It's every turn.
No, it's
That's
as soon as you take the attack action or the magic action.
that's wild.
Yeah. The biggest thing is that it's very specific on when you can do it. I think that's why this is so fucking good, but also it's
Right.
not like, of course
Yeah.
it's amazing, but it's like, it's not just saying, hey, if you take the attack action, then you get to Misty Step at any time of your turn. It's like, no, no, no. Very specific.
Mhm.
You're taking the attack action, then you teleport.
Right.
um, but still
Okay. Yeah.
amazing.
Still very cool. Just like the level 20 capstone class feature for the Ranger. It's so good. It's called Foe
The
Slayer.
Bow Slayer.
Yeah. So this changes the damage die for Hunter's Mark from a D6 to a D10.
I hate you, wizards. I fucking
That's
hate
it.
you.
That's it. That's it. It's
I'm gonna give you a D10 of my mind. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm furious at this, Taylor. Not even a D12.
Nope.
Not even a D12.
D10.
Come the fuck on with this. You're not a fighter. You only get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
That never goes up.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you have haste, unless something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there are also weapon masteries that come into mind that could give you a 3rd attack in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's ways, right? I get that. But if you're going standard 2 attacks,
Mm-hmm.
a D10 from a D6 is a maximum of 8 damage.
Nice.
4 for each attack.
At level 20, that's just enough.
That's
It's like spitting
so
in your face.
stupid. It really is. I feel like I'm in Kill Bill. I'm at the bottom of the mountain. I'm about to walk all these stairs carrying this water. And I'm about to meet my sensei, and they're about to teach me everything I need to know about martial arts. And I get to the top, and it's Newman from Seinfeld, and he laughs at me and kicks me down the stairs.
That's so specific.
It's Newman from Seinfeld, and he just goes, "You idiot," and then just kicks me, and I fall down the stairs like a Slinky from Ace Ventura, fucking the second one.
Come on!
I almost make it all the way down. Yeah. That's literally what this feels like. I can't stand wizards right now for doing this to me.
Is
To us,
crazy.
to all of us.
To everybody. I mean,
They've
really,
wronged all of us. Yeah,
they've
we should
wronged
riot in the
everybody.
streets.
We should
absolutely write strongly worded
burn it
letters.
down.
Hey, let's do what Congress does. Let's write a strongly worded letter. And then let's take 6 weeks off. Fuck. God, it's only funny because it's true and it hurts.
I know it hurts that it's funny.
And our comedy comes from
Uh-huh.
So let's get into these subclasses,
Let's do
Taylor,
it.
because
Okay.
I'm sure Hunter's Mark is just a base class thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure of
I'm
it.
sure
It's not going to come up in the subclasses too, right? It can't.
Nah, it couldn't. It couldn't.
Why would it?
Yeah, so we'll start with the Beast Master. This is everybody's favorite little guy. You get a little guy.
You get a little guy.
You get a little guy. Level 3, you get your Beast Companion. You can choose a beast of the land, sea, or air. And they'll give you stat blocks. As friendly to you and your companions. If you die, it disappears. So it's not like a actual animal, although it can look like one. It is actually a spectral being. It's kind of got Steel Defender vibes where you can use your bonus action to command it to do stuff, or it'll just take the dodge action on its turn. If you go down, it can act on its own, because it only vanishes when you die, not when you're incapacitated. Yeah, so a lot of bonus action shenanigans. It's like literally a Steel Defender. If it dies,
really is.
If it dies, you can burn a spell slot and bring it back. And then you have on a long rest, you can change the type of beast you have.
Yeah. And they have stat blocks in the thing, and the stat blocks will change probably depending on what your proficiency bonus is or your level or whatever. I kind of
like that they give you the different, rather than having to pick like a squirrel or a raven or something like the find familiar spell, where it gives you a very limited selection of actual animals that you can pick. You can flavor them however you want. This just gives you Okay, you get to pick an animal
Categories.
of this thing, and it can be whatever you want. You could have
Yeah.
a seagull or a freaking eagle or a falcon or whatever the hell.
Yeah, yeah. Or a mythical
Or
creature
or a turtle
or whatever.
or
Yeah.
yeah,
Who cares? Yeah, it could be anything. Um, it could be a craven,
could be.
right? Remember cravens? Crab ravens from Mythos
Oh, yeah,
season
yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
Where it's
Hmm.
just a crab with the head of a raven and the wings of a, but then the body of a crab. Terrifying.
Yeah,
You could
absolutely
have that.
horrifying. Yeah.
That would also be sea and air, which I would argue
Mhm.
you'd have to choose. You'd have to choose one.
Yeah.
But because they do have different abilities and like little things that are different about them other than
Right.
just swim speed and fly speed and stuff.
Right,
There are
right.
other differences. Like I think the air one has a slightly lower AC or like maybe like a touch less hit points or something
Hmm.
like that, but it can fly. So
Hmm.
there's like benefits to each of them. So it's nice that you can change which form it is. Um, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Um, so that's level 3, you get your little friend. Level 7, you get exceptional training, which allows you to, when you use your bonus action to command your beast, it can also do dash, disengage, dodge, or help using its own bonus action. So it gets a whole bonus action on top of your bonus action. And it's basically a uh, rogue bonus action where you can do whatever the hell you want.
Plus the help action though.
Plus help, yeah.
That's insane, dude. Because that's like it could potentially help you on your next turn. So you're
Mhm.
like in this constant feedback loop of getting advantage.
Right.
That's pretty
And
gnarly.
also, it gets you can change the type of damage from either like the normal slashing, bludgeoning, piercing, whatever, to force damage
Gnarly.
for your little bud.
That's sick.
Um, yeah. So all in all, very cool. Level 11, you get the Bestial Fury. Your beast can use its Beast Strike attack twice per turn. And then once per turn, it can add extra damage to the attack if the creature that it's attacking has the
Don't say it. Don't say
Hunter's
it.
Mark
God
spell.
damn it, Taylor.
Hmm. Extra damage though, Justin. Just use Hunter's Mark.
I
just,
have
just,
to.
just,
I literally have to.
yeah. I mean, but is it really hurting anybody by not by?
What if I want Pass Without a Trace to be concentrated on instead?
Why are you using Pass Without Trace in a fight?
Because I'm sneaky. I'm switching in and out of, different things. I'm hiding on my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I can turn invisible and Pass Without a Trace helps be even more stealthy. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
No, but you're right. You're right.
exceptional training is cool. Bestial Fury, that's incredible. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I again, you know how I feel about the Hunter's Mark thing, but it's good. It's
Yeah.
very, very good. I also love level 7 being called exceptional training because as for me as a player, it makes me be like, let's if we started the campaign at level 5 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
me looking because I like to look ahead and be like, what are my level ups?
Right.
That way I can start the groundwork, role play wise. So
Right.
this one is so perfect because it's like, oh,
You're literally training
training,
your animal.
training my
Yeah.
animal. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I'll put in some hours, train my animals.
Mm-hmm.
I would treat it like, dude, I want to play this actually immediately now because I'm gonna treat it like the Pokemon trainer from Smash.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Boom,
yeah.
boom, boom. Those are my guys.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hell yes. And I'm gonna
And
just I love that so fucking much.
yeah, very cool.
So
So the
incredible.
last thing that you get as a beast master is at level 15, you get to share spells. So anytime you cast a spell on yourself, it also affects your beast as long as it's within 30 feet of you, which very, very cool. I always loved this type of spell, being able to like cast either haste on yourself. I don't think I don't think hunters get haste, or not hunters, but rangers get haste. But they do get things like jump and long strider and
Cure wounds.
cure wounds and enhance ability and all kind of fun stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely
Um,
some good things.
Yeah, the more we talk about it, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from with the being forced to use a specific spell to get the best bang for your buck, and I get
Yeah.
that.
Spike
But
growth, silence,
mhm.
healing spirit, gust of wind, locate object. None of
Yeah.
these you could use.
Hmm.
Um, bark skin, like they're, I don't know, conjure animals, a Chardalon stride.
Yeah.
Uh, there's a good amount, and it just is like, it just stinks.
Hmm.
Because it's not that it's not cool and you're not going to do a ton of you're going to do cool pretty good damage and it's going to be fun and you can flavor it in great ways and like I'm not saying you can't have fun. I'm just saying play 5 rangers and then tell me that they didn't all feel the fucking same. Sorry, I'm mad. Okay, so that's the Beastmaster.
Hmm.
I love it. I'm
Yeah,
into the Beastmaster.
I am too.
I like it a lot.
I love all the low guy subclasses.
So do I. I
Yeah.
think, correct me if I'm wrong, does this one feel like it leans into the beast more than the Steel Defender slash Battlesmith did? The Battlesmith to me, from the outside looking in, and I haven't brushed up on that subclass in a while, but like felt a little bit more like, of course you get the Steel Defender, but it was more about the Battlesmith. And the whereas this is like you're gonna get 2 attacks, you can do extra damage. Now you can take bonus actions. Now you can do force damage. You can now take spells. Like
I mean,
it's
you do get a lot of that same stuff as Battlesmith, like the force damage thing for sure.
mhm,
You do get it's a little bit more that like the Beastmaster works to make the your companion friend another entity on the field to fight, whereas Steel Defender is there to boost you
mhm.
as the caster.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, because it's got those abilities where it can make an attack be at disadvantage as long as it's within five
Those
feet.
reactions and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
Yeah,
got a
for
lot of
sure.
really fun
That's what
reaction
it
stuff,
feels
but
like.
it is very much a there's a robot helping you versus you have a beast that you've trained to be an asshole.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, awesome. Okay, next up, Fey Wanderer.
Mhm.
Pretty cool. I think this is exactly what it was, and I don't remember like the specific breakdown, but I remember Fey Wanderer was one of the subclasses added in Tasha's.
Mhm.
And to the best of my knowledge, it's very similar. But we shall see. So, right off the bat, level 3, Dreadful Strikes. Once per turn, extra 1d4 psychic damage. It becomes a, hey, don't worry, Taylor. At level 11, it becomes a 1d6. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Now, the only reason I can think that they made it so pathetically low is
Mhm.
because they think
You're just gonna use Hunter's
that
Mark.
you're going to use Hunter's Mark in addition to this.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's all I'll say. They're so confident that you'll use Hunter's Mark, they nerfed this.
Uh-huh.
Now, let me go back and look at what Dreadful Strikes was actually, because I'm talking out of my ass here. I actually don't know that it wasn't already. You know, it was a D4 and a D6 back in the day too,
Mhm.
but they should have upped it and made Hunter's Mark not so anyway. So Dreadful Strikes,
Anyway.
extra damage, always a good
Mhm.
thing. Psychic damage, great
It
damage
usually
type to
gets
do.
around, yeah.
You get a bunch of spells, 5 spells in particular, and these are always prepared. Interesting that they kept this of Tasha's. Tasha's, I think, was the first time to really include a specific set of spells based on the type of subclass that you chose.
Yeah.
And they kept it in line with the idea that not every subclass gets these.
Right.
Like in contrast to how Druid circle spells and Cleric
Hmm.
domain spells work, they very much were like some of them get spells, some of them don't. Which I
Right.
get because it's a half caster. Some are going to lean more into martial, some more into magic. So I'm
Hmm.
okay with it. I wouldn't hate if Beastmaster got some cool spells, but that's just
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Because you are a half caster, so you're gonna know magic no matter what. But anyway, level 3, you get Charm Person. Level 5,
Nice.
Misty Step. Level 9, Summon Fae. Level
Nice.
13, Dimension Door.
Hell
Level
yeah.
17, Mislead.
Meh.
Um, yeah, Mislead is like a dope spell when you need it.
Right.
So good. It's
Right.
really, really cool spell. It's just 5th level. Am I going to use my highest level spell? I'm level 17.
Right.
Just tell the wizard to fucking take that at level 10.
Right.
Or like level 11, whatever. But yeah, the all good spells, they make
Hmm.
sense. They fit the Fae thing. I
Yeah.
get it. I'm down
Yep.
for it. Um, we also get Fae blessings, and it's just a table. I don't want to be a dick about it. It's just a table of things you can add to your character to give them a Fae touch. So they're just
Okay.
like little Fae blessings of like, ooh, when you sing, it's the most beautiful. I don't know. It's fine. They're good. And then otherworldly glamour, you get to add your wisdom modifier to any charisma checks. You
Okay.
also gain proficiency in deception, performance, or persuasion.
Which means that you could later take expertise in them.
You absolutely could. You absolutely could.
That's fun.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
like that.
So I like that a lot. That makes a lot of sense. Um, and adding your wisdom modifier in addition to everything else means you're talking about like above bard level stuff here.
Yeah.
Like assuming your charisma isn't just a straight 0 so that it's only your wisdom, you're hitting insane levels in those skills. So that's really, really cool. Level 7, Beguiling Twist. Advantage on saving throws to avoid, why did I say it like that? To
Ooh.
avoid or end charmed or frightened. Whenever you see a creature within 120 feet of you that succeeds on a save against charm or fear, you can use a reaction to force another creature within 120 feet of you to make a wisdom save against your spell save DC to become charmed or frightened, your choice, for 1 minute. And then they obviously repeat the save at the end of each of their turns. So this is like very interestingly written and stuff because it's like it doesn't necessarily matter who's casting the charm and or fear or
Uh-huh.
who's saving from it, whether it's
Right.
villain or foe. As long as you're choosing or villain or foe is the same, friend or foe, you're just choosing a different target. So you can't choose the same target that just saved,
Right,
right?
right,
Like you
right.
can't bing bing. But like if your teammate saves on a charm thing, you can then take that and kind of redirect it and hit a different person, hit the caster even,
That's crazy.
assuming they're within range, and then they're charmed by you instead. So you're just getting this charmed or frightened thing, which is
Mhm.
insane. Now you're obviously getting like the base of it. So if they were casting a spell that was like when you're feared in this way, while you're charmed in
Right,
this
right,
way,
right.
that's different. So if they're casting dominate person, you're not
Getting
dominating that redirect.
right,
You're
exactly.
just charming them, but
Right.
still very powerful. Very, very cool. Level 7, pretty nuts. So that's just a reaction
Hmm.
that you get. Not to mention you're now Fey ancestry, kind of.
Yeah.
Level 11, Fey reinforcements. You can cast Summon Fey without material components. You can cast it once per long rest without needing spell slots. And you can choose to make the spell duration 1 minute in exchange for not having to concentrate on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
it's pretty
Yeah.
gnarly, actually. Um,
Wow.
yeah, Summon Fae. Normally it lasts an hour,
Hmm.
but you would need to use concentration. Now you can just cast it for a minute and you don't even have to concentrate on it,
There you
which
go.
is pretty wild.
Let you concentrate on Hunter's Mark.
Thank God, because I need Hunter's Mark, Taylor. But it is really cool though, because like Summon Fae is one of those spells added in Tasha's, uh a change from the ideology of the conjuration spells so that instead of needing the players to look into the monster manual, you
Uh-huh.
can just give them their own stat block that's part of the spell text. And so
Right.
you get Fae Spirit and that you're
Hmm.
summoning essentially with that spell. And yeah, I mean, you can use a higher spell slot to cast this spell too. It's a 3rd level spell for the record.
Right.
I imagine that if you're not using any spell slots, then it has to be at 3rd level. is
Right.
my
Yeah, yeah,
understanding
yeah.
is how I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
rule
yeah.
that usually. But the material components thing is interesting. Normally the material components you need it doesn't consume it for the
Okay, you just
spell,
have it. Yeah.
but it's a gilded flower worth at least 300 gold pieces.
Hmm.
And so this ability also means that you don't need that
Right.
hypothetically at level
Right.
11. But and then level 15, Misty Wanderer. You can cast Misty Step without using a spell slot a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, recharged on a long rest, and you can bring one willing creature with you that's within 5 feet. So pretty good,
Yeah.
pretty solid. I think this is a good subclass. It fits a lot of the vibes. I mean, it fits
Hmm.
like what a Fey Wanderer, like if you're a ranger of the Fey, this makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with this for the most part. I mean, I think the Dreadful Strike should go up with the understanding if that person isn't like if I was playing this and I told
Hmm.
you, Taylor, straight up, like, dude, I'm not going to use Hunter's Mark every time.
Hmm.
Then I would be like, can I make the D4 a D6 and the D6 a D8? Can we change that? You know what I
Right.
mean? I wouldn't hate. I like that. That would be my only thing. But for the most part, it's fine.
Yeah. I like it. I like the Misty Step thing, the level
Yeah,
15. It's a short range dimension door is really what it is,
yeah,
which is nice.
absolutely. Huge. Could come in clutch.
Mhm. Um yeah, no, it's a good one. It's a good one. Got the Fey stuff. All right, the next one.
Mm.
This is a crowd favorite, I think, in the when it comes to Rangers. It's the Gloomstalker Ranger. This is the sneaky sneak, shoot stuff from a million miles away. Um, yeah. So level 3, you get the Dread Ambusher feat. At the first turn of each combat, you gain an extra 10 feet of movement. Um, you get Dreadful Strike, which allows you to add 2d6 psychic damage to your attack, a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. That's very good. It would stack very well with Hunter's Mark.
It sure would.
Mhm.
The only thing I could, the only it's like Fey Wanderer gets that. So it's like Fey Wanderer is the Fey version, Gloomstalker is the Shadowfell version, is like my way of thinking of it.
Right.
And it's like, okay, 1d4, but you can do it every attack, and I guess, or one, no, still once per turn, but you
Right.
can do it as many times. Like it's not
Mhm.
number of wisdom modifier or whatever, but
Right.
2d6,
That's a lot of extra damage. That's a
honey.
lot of extra damage, especially at level 3.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Another thing you get is you get a initiative bonus where you can add your wisdom modifier to the roll. Your initiative rolls very big. You also get a spell list. At level 3, you get Disguise Self. Level 5, Rope Trick. Level 9, Fear. Level 13, Greater Invisibility. Hell yeah. Level 17, Seeming. It's also a pretty good spell in the right hands.
Yeah, seeming could be so clutch.
Uh-huh.
It depends on the campaign.
Hmm.
Because it's like, why do you need to change the appearance of a large group of people?
Right.
So as long as there are reasons, that spell is genius.
Mhm.
It's mass disguise self. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's so fucking helpful. Like if you guys are going to another plane of existence,
Hmm.
done. Oh, we are tieflings. We are devils, demons. We're
Hmm.
constructs. We fit into mechanists. Like it's such a good spell,
Yeah.
and it's not concentration. I think. And it lasts like 8 hours. It's like a
That's
really good
crazy.
spell, but it's also like
Yeah.
a sixth or seventh. It's like a fifth, I
Fifth level
guess,
spell,
based on the
probably.
way that
Yeah.
these orders go. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Um, you also get Umbral Sight, so you have dark vision out to 60 feet, or an extra 60 feet if you already have dark vision. And then while you are in darkness, you have the invisible condition for creatures that rely on dark vision to see you. So
Amazing.
yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
So good. The biggest thing is they improved so far, is
Hmm.
my understanding of this. Cause like Umbral Sight is the same. The spells are almost exactly the same. Actually,
Hmm.
the spells are exactly the same. And then Dread Ambusher, you get the bonus to your initiatives equal to your whiz. First turn of combat, you get that 10 feet. I think the
Hmm.
only difference is like the 2d6 psychic damage. It used to be that you get an entirely extra attack on
Okay.
only on your first turn.
Ooh.
You get a third attack, like
Right.
an
Okay.
entirely
Yeah.
extra attack. And then it did an extra 1d8 damage.
Okay.
So now you don't get an extra attack on your first turn,
But you still get the
but
stack damage
X
on
number of
top of it.
times you get to do this
Right.
extra thing. Yeah.
Right.
So that's sick.
Now, is this one of those ones that's worded like when you roll damage, you can choose to do this, or do you call it and then lose it type of deal? Most of the new stuff is not call it and lose it.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
so.
yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I'd
Um,
have to double check though.
yeah. Moving on to level 7 here while Justin looks that up. You get Iron Mind, which gives you proficiency in wisdom saving throws. And then if you already have proficiency in wisdom saves, you can choose intelligence or charisma. So one of your mental stats, you're gaining a proficiency, however that comes about. Um, always, I mean, yeah, it's always good. Level 11. You get the Stalker's Fury. Your dreadful strikes go up by a die. So it's now 2d8 instead of 2d6. And then when you use your dreadful strike, extra stuff happens. You can either, is it either or they both happen? Because there's the sudden strike thing where you can make another attack as part of the same attack, but it has to be a different target. Or you can do mass fear. The target and each creature within 10 feet must make a wisdom save or they get frightened until the start of your next turn.
Oh, it's one or the other.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I did look it up. Dreadful Strike, that level 3 ability with the 2d6.
Hmm.
Um, when you attack a creature and hit it with a weapon, you can deal an
Okay,
extra
gotcha.
2d6 psychic damage. And it's not tied into the first round of combat the way that the extra
The
10
other,
feet is.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's good.
so
Okay.
that's the big change between which is only an improvement because not only
Hmm.
is it 2d6 instead of 1d8, but
But
you get to
y'all,
choose after the fact. It's not tied into the first turn. Because obviously, if you
mhm.
missed, the extra 1d8 just didn't happen because
Right,
you missed your third attack.
right.
Um, but yeah, so it's
Hell
all
yeah.
around better.
And then last thing, capstone here for the Gloomstalker, the Shadowy Dodge. When a creature makes an attack against you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack. Whether it hits or misses you, you can teleport up to 30 feet to a place that you can see.
It's
Crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So good, especially if you're like a ranged
Mm-hmm.
ranger,
Mm-hmm. And
because you're
somebody's getting
not
up
gonna
in
get
your
a ton of opportunity attack
right.
reactions.
Right.
So this is huge.
This is huge. Yeah.
So good. And last but not least, because I think the Gloomstalker stayed almost exactly the same with
Mm-hmm.
only improvements.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much almost exactly the same. But now we have the Hunter.
All right.
So the Hunter, level 3, we get Hunter's Lore. While a creature is marked with, oh, you son, how dare you?
It's a whole subclass revolving around it now.
I know, right? Okay. While a creature is marked with Hunter's Mark, you know whether it has any immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities and what they are.
Okay.
Just that's good stuff. That's good. Um, you gain one of the following options. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can switch between these
Nice.
two options, which is
Hmm.
good. In the past, that wasn't the case. You chose it and then you just had it unless your DM allowed you to choose, but or like switch.
Hmm.
Um, but now you get to switch every short or long rest. The two options at level 3 are Colossus Slayer When you hit with a weapon, it deals an extra 1d8 if the target is missing hit points. You can do that once per turn. Or you get Horde Breaker. Once per turn, when you make a weapon attack against one target, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different target within 5 feet of the original, assuming that it's within your weapon's range.
Okay.
Whoa, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And to be able to switch between them is really nice. You can try one out, see if it fits your play style, switch to the next. I like that. If you know you're going up against hordes, maybe you could choose Horde Breaker. I get that. I
Right.
like that. That's a lot of fun to me. Then level 7, defensive tactics. Now we're going to get into some defense options. You gain one of these options, and once again, you can switch them with a short or long rest. First, escape the horde. Opportunity attacks have disadvantage against you.
Rad.
Very good. Or multi-attack defense. When a creature hits you with an attack roll, that creature has disadvantage on all other attack rolls against you for the rest of that turn.
Whoa. That feels new, but it also feels exactly the same. Because I know
It
that
pretty much is.
yeah, it's exactly the
Yeah.
same, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's broken though. And then you have the little note, couple this with Cloak of Displacement. Yeah, absolutely. So
yeah. Because now your first attack is going to get disadvantage.
first attack.
Then if you get hit, the Cloak of Displacement doesn't work anymore.
But they still have
multi-attack
disadvantage.
defense kicks in.
Right.
So now it's just disadvantage forever.
Mhm.
Now obviously this only works for the one creature.
1v1s, yeah.
So it's not like if you're being attacked by a horde, this isn't the move. That's why it's very specific. Multi-attack defense. This is a defense against a creature with multi-attack.
Right.
So those creatures that have 7 attacks, like the Marilith, I think is what it's called. That like really hot woman who's also a snake with the 6 arms. Anyway, so that's multi-attack defense. Absolutely incredible. Level 11. And level 11, level 15 just build on what they've just done.
Right.
So you're going to get the offensive at 11, defensive at 15. I wish that they were slightly more creative. These abilities are good. I'm not trying to hit the abilities. This subclass to me lacks like zhuzh or like flavor. It like the mechanics are good. It makes sense. You're a hunter. It's nothing wrong with this subclass. I just kind of am like a little like I have to do a lot of work to make the hunter dope. Whereas like Fey Wanderer, Gloomstalker, there's so much written in there that kind of like give you shit to play with. Is my only thing. I think mechanically it's dope. This class is great, or subclass is great. Level 11, Superior Hunter's Prey. Now, hey, back at it again. Once per turn, when you deal damage to a creature that's already marked by Hunter's Mark, you can also deal the spell's bonus damage to a different creature within 30 feet of the first mark.
Nice.
Woof.
So that means at level 20,
hey,
you
D6,
can do a D10 to something
to a different
within
creature.
A D10.
Thank God they're so merciful letting you hit a creature that doesn't have Hunter's Mark on it. And then level 15, Superior Hunter's Defense. When you take damage, you can take a reaction to give yourself resistance to that damage and any other damage of the same type until the end of the current turn. I put a little note here because it doesn't answer this. It just says kind of what I wrote.
Right.
It doesn't answer the question, what if the attack has 2 types of damage? Like, very often that happens, right? Like, oh, the dragon bites you, piercing damage and fire damage.
Right.
This just says it gives resistance to the damage of the attack. So that to me is a little up to interpretation. I can see both of those working. Like I can see you just being like, okay, you're resistant to both fire and piercing, or are we just going to choose one? Like I can see both being kind of acceptable, changing table to table. That it feels like a DM's choice kind of thing. Although I think that that's a failure on the writers that they made it so ambiguous. But that's how I read that.
That's Wizards for you.
Yeah.
It's brisk, baby.
It's brisk.
Oh no. Did I pick the wrong drink?
Are you trying to do
No,
a
I'm
beverage
not.
thing
No,
now?
I'm not.
Is this the new twist?
No, this
Is
was
that you're now bought by Big
now,
Beverage and
I'm now
I'm
no,
on the sidelines
absolutely not. I refuse
promoting
to eat
sand?
the rich. No, absolutely not. Um,
Did you know that milk
No.
has a Forgotten Realms wiki?
No, okay,
Thank you so
yeah,
much. It's a
okay.
white fluid.
That's all we can get.
that's
I
produced-
don't know what's going on here, but let's just go ahead and cut it here. That's all we can get into.
milk.
You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at So You Want to Be a DM, or you can ask us a question at soyouwannabeadm@gmail.com. If you like the episode, don't forget to give us 5 stars and a review wherever you found us, and check out the Patreon, the Twitch, and our merch with the link in the description. Join us next time for more Dungeon Master tips and tricks.
Bye.
See ya!
And now, I have the honor of giving a shout out to the members of our Patreon gang. Num Muffins, may Palor's light shine upon you. Marsavies, have you watered your flesh prison lately? And then there's Elijah, Molly, Tappy, and Linguini. Gang, we appreciate and love you. Tune in next time for more tips and tricks from So You Want to Be a DM.